Well, Grand Risings, this is Mystical Ariel here to shake the matrix, expand your mind, and make you all think. How y'all doing this morning? I want to talk to you guys about the law of potentiality and stepping into our true power. Now imagine a life where the sense of self-worth, power, and success is not tied to the external, the job, the title, the bank account, the approval of others, but instead flows naturally from within you. This is the essence of the law of potentiality. At the core of this law is the understanding that your essential nature is pure consciousness. And by aligning with this truth, you can unlock a life of co-creation, freedom, and bliss. What is potentiality in the first place? Well, let me explain. The law of potentiality teaches us that our true power resides in our essential nature, which is pure consciousness. And pure consciousness is infinite, limitless, and not bound by any constraints of the material world. So, when you understand this, you step into the full potential of living a life where your inner state reflects outwardly, creating a reality of harmony, abundance, and peace. You see, when you live in this state, you move effortlessly in the flow of life. You know, and your needs are met. And challenges are seen as opportunities because you see what this truly is. And love and unity guides your actions. You step into the co-creation with the universe, becoming a beacon of true power. You know, the trap of the object referral. The opposite of living in pure potentiality is living in object referral. Object referral is when your sense of self is tied to the things outside yourself, your possessions, titles, achievements, or approval of others. This state is ego-driven and fear-based. It thrives on control, compassion, and comparison. Sorry, not compassion, comparison, and the constant need to prove oneself. Doesn't sound like the fun way to live. But in this object referral, you know, you wear a mask, you wear a social mask. It's pretending to be something you're not to gain approval. You know, your worth is measured by your external validation, leaving you feeling powerless when those things are taken away from you. Fear drives your actions, whether it's fear or failure, rejection, or not being enough. You know, this way of being is fragile. And when the titles, possessions, or approval vanish, so does the sense of self-worth. It's a fallen mindset rooted in separation and scarcity, and it keeps us disconnected from our true essence. You know, the power living in self-referral. Living in pure potentiality is living in self-referral. And this means your sense of self comes from the connection to your true nature, your soul, your spirit, your state, your reality. You realize that you are free from fear and insecurities. You see that others as mirrors of yourself, recognizing the oneness to us all. You don't feel the need to compete or even control anything. You embody humility, not from a place of weakness, but from understanding that all interconnectedness and sacred true power doesn't come from it doesn't come from what you own or what you control. It comes from who you are. When you operate from this place of self-referral, you live in a state of grace where what you need is naturally drawn to you. You no longer chase success or approval because you know that your value is inherent. See, the object referral versus self-referral. a clear difference, just so you know. I'll get to your comments in a bit, but I'm doing all right other than my dang tumor that's in there. My thyroid is pushing into my throat, so don't mind my voice today. So, objective referrals power is temporary depending on the external factors like status, possessions, and recognition. And when these are stripped away, so is like the person's sense of self, their worth, everything. But self-referral power is permanent. It's flowing from within. It's rooted in love, connection, and deep knowing of your infinite potential. It sees what's the truth. You don't freak out or anything like that because you know what's there. The power of bonding in God consciousness. See, when we live in self-referral and align with the law of potentiality, we experience a profound shift in the ability to bond deeply with others and the world around you. See, this bond isn't rooted in attachment or needlessness, but in love and unity. You see others not as a separate being, but as extensions of yourself, reflections of the divine consciousness. We all share this. This is the essence of God consciousness, the understanding that we are all connected, all one in this state. You see, success is a shared experiment. You are not diminished by another's achievement, but uplifted by them. You radiate love and attract abundance, not because you chase it, but because you embody it. I want to tell you a story of awakening. You see, there was once a woman who had built her entire identity on her career and wealth. Her job title gave her a sense of worth, and her possessions became her trophies, but one day she lost everything. With fire, health, job crash, and the crumbling of the world she had built. And at first she was devastated without her job or possessions, just living, her and her kids, on an air mattress on a concrete floor in an unfinished basement. She felt like nothing. But in the stillness of her despair, she began to meditate, pray, and reconnect with herself. And slowly she realized that her worth was not tied in those external things. She was worthy simply because she existed. And as she stepped into this truth, her life began to change. She found joy and simplicity, strength in her authenticity, and abundance flowed naturally into her life, not from striving, but by being. Practical steps that can help us align our true power. I'm always going to say about meditation. Meditate on your true nature. Spend time daily connecting with the stillness within you. This is where your true power resides. Release the need for approval. Practice letting go of the need to prove yourself. Affirm what you are enough, that you are enough just as you are. Shift from fear to love. Whenever you notice fear or insecurity, pause and choose a thought or an action rooted in love and unity. Practice gratitude for being, and instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on abundance that comes from simply being alive and connected to the universe. See, the law of potentiality invites us to remember who we truly are. Infinite, divine beings of pure consciousness. And when we step out of object referral and into self-referral, we unlock a life of true power, bliss, and co-creation. The universe flows through you, and you drawing everything you need to live life of love, unity, and purpose. Your success is not measured by what you have. It's measured by how deeply you're embodied the truth of who you are. Will you choose to live in your full potential? That's kind of up to you now, isn't it? All right, see what y'all got to say. Hello, Justin. I'm doing all right. All right, some of these things are not going to be even given the time of day. Let's do that. There we go. Hello, how's it going, Sundu? Hello, Megan. How's everybody else doing? Cover the inappropriate things, so now we got to clear remarks now. So how's everybody else doing? Hopefully you guys are doing grand. I've been like feeling rough the last few days, but gotta put energy to shrink this tumor. Shrink. So let's let that keep happening. All right, everybody. Make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every single day. Make sure you recognize you are valuable and you matter. You're all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. Hang in there. Peace and love. See you next time.